everybody, today I wanted to film a video that I think might be very basic for some people, but I get this question all the time, and hopefully for folks looking, this can be an easy answer. So this video is intended to answer the question of how do I buy Star Wars CCG cards? So I'm going to go through kind of the basic places to find them, how to look at price, and how to know whether you're getting a good deal or not. So I'm going to start on eBay. If you're not an eBay user, then it can seem very alien. But if you want to find Star Wars CCG, easiest way to do it is to put it into the search bar. And you're going to come up with literally thousands of results, 38,000 plus results. So there's a lot of this stuff out here. So I'm looking, and how do I know what things are supposed to be priced at? So eBay has this magic little category here called sold items. It's going to be on the left side here, and you just want to click sold. And now I can see what people have previously paid for these cards. So this gives you a sense of what the market value is. Not I'm listing a card for $1,000, but I can see what people have paid for. And when this says best offer accepted, eBay likes to be somewhat duplicitous, and they won't show you, but it's at least it's less than $18, but probably somewhere around there. So eBay has been my go-to for years to buy these cards. As you can see, there's a lot out there. You know, if you want to type in Star Wars CCG, let's say Darth Vader, and then I have this sold filter on, I am only going to see the Darth Vaders that have sold. So I can look through here and see that a Darth Vader with lightsaber sold for $13. So that roughly gives you the current market value. So that is eBay. Maybe that's very basic, but I just wanted to explain this to anybody who's sort of stumbling across. This is a pretty good deal. Whoever got these two for $19. And if you're a loser like myself and you spend way too much time looking at this, then yeah, this is sort of the market price for Vader. I would say 34 bucks. Then you'll kind of start to get a sense of what the market is. So let's move on to some of the brick and mortar-ish stores. So the one that I'm going to start off with is Category 1 Games. Category 1 Games has a ton of dead CCG. So anyone that's really into dead card games, Scott over at Category 1 Games has run a really tight ship for a long time and has a lot of product. So I believe he has everything ranging from singles to he had some complete sets as well. So if we go over to Death Star 2, you'll notice that these prices are going to be pretty similar to the eBay sold, maybe a little bit higher, but an Admiral Akbar, which is a rare for $412, and he also has condition on there, moderately played. That's pretty good. So you can pick up singles, you know, especially sort of stuff you might need for decks. Maybe you need 6 B-Wings. So he's pretty good about also giving you the condition. Scott keeps a pretty good store over here, and I will say at the top that I am not endorsing any of these stores. I do not have any sort of financial relationship with any of them. I merely want to provide people with resources on how to find this stuff. So as you can see, go to Category 1 and you can kind of peruse this at your own speed, but there's a pretty good selection here, and I've always found that the Category 1 folks are pretty good to work with. And as a bonus, there's a sell your cards, so they have a sell list. Keep in mind you're not going to get anywhere near as much if you maybe sold it on eBay, but there is a convenience here. So that's Category 1 Games. I'm going to keep moving here to Wild Thing Games. So Wild Thing Games for a long time has had a cosmic boatload of Star Wars CCG cards, because after Decipher lost the license, they bought a ton of uncut sheets, and rumor kind of has it that they cut these uncut sheets, and so they just had a bunch of stuff, particularly really rare stuff. And as you can see, they have singles here for sale. They have foils. There used to be a lot of really rare items. I think that's sort of gone away, but this is still a great place. Tournament foils, they have so many of the common tournament foils. And look, they have 2,700 of these. So this is a good place to look. I would say that from a market value standpoint, this altar, if they have 1,600 of them for sale for $6, probably not a great financial investment, but if you want to have a foil altar or a foil, sense or whatever, then this is fine. So Wild Thing Games is another place to look. They have been selling cards for a long time. I've ordered stuff from them and always had a good experience, so I can recommend at least my experience with them. So keeping it moving, we have CCG-Singles.com. I've not used this site before, but I believe they also sort of sell singles. I would price check all of this stuff because, if you're going to order $100 of cards, make sure you're getting a good deal here. But in Star Wars CCG, I tell people that most of the rares are pretty cheap, right? Erica, which is Mara Jade, is $13, right? There's not. It's the super rare stuff. It's the alternate image cards. It's the ultra rare foils that really carry value. Most of the rares are a couple bucks, $275 for control and set for stun. It's okay deal. Chewbacca, Protector, $450. So a lot of the stuff is like not too expensive. Grand Admiral Thrawn for $25. That's actually that's fine. 7 in stock. So this is another site. Like I said, I've not used it, but I just want to provide people with resources. There's also some of these might be better for regionally based stuff. I can't remember which one ships to Europe better or Australia. There's a couple that are more regionally focused. And also for my Lord of the Rings TCG folks, they also have Lord of the Rings TCG. All right, keeping it moving. We have CCG Castle. I have also not used CCG Castle. I just have heard that it exists. So it looks like they have some singles here. They might have some sealed. But one of these things with, this is just to advertise. So you have, they have a lot of these zero quantity, which is a bit of a bummer. So they have this price set, but they don't have any in stock. $1 light side Alderaan, that's not bad. So this is just another place to look, another tool to look at. As I said, I have no financial relationship with any of these, but these are all places where you can get cards. And we have one more kind of big booster or big store, which is the CCG Obsession. They have sort of all these listed. Let's look at Theed Palace. So, they have some rares. These seem moderately priced. Just glancing at them, maybe they're a little bit expensive, but still a decent amount of rares from Theed Palace, which is a hard to find set. Darth Maul with lightsaber for 113. It might be a little high. Darth Sidious AI for 192. So these seem a little expensive. The other thing is I'll say about all these stores, right, is they have them in stock, right? So when you're going on eBay, you might be bidding on something that there is one in existence and this person's only selling one. And auctions, you can get really good deals. So I've bought most of my stuff from eBay via auctions, and you can just get very well priced items because you're bidding against other people, and there's also this sense of, like, if, for example, this is a Vader that has 5 bids, 6 days left, but $850. Maybe some people forget about this, so they don't bid on it, or it's a holiday weekend, and it ends up going for under market value. So that's why I personally like eBay. I buy and sell a lot on eBay. I also say I buy and sell a lot on the Facebook group, but I don't want to get into Facebook right now because I'm trying to go over kind of these stores. So these prices are always probably going to be a little bit higher, but there's also a convenience factor because you can just buy them in stock and they're all going to come in one set. All right, CCG Trader. I hear these guys just relaunched their Star Wars portal, so I think that they have a pretty good amount of information here as well as set overviews. So I've never bought from them. It seems like this is just general good information. They have some, let's see how much Darth Maul is. Okay, so maybe they don't have a great stock, but I've heard that these guys are kind of coming back into it, and so this is something maybe to just favorite and check out. Okay, so that is the end of the sort of bigger stores that sell more than just Star Wars CCG. Moving into specific stores for Star Wars CCG. So the first one I'm going to point out is the one run by the Players Committee. So as a reminder, the Players Committee is the entity that kind of keeps the game going and prints off new virtual cards. And I've heard this store is just running a little low on stock because obviously prices have increased on stuff, so they don't have as much. But let's look what they have here. Leia blaster rifle foil for 35, out of stock. Okay, so this one might be kind of out of stock. So this might not be the best place to go just because of the stock issues. It looks like most stuff is out of stock, sad face. So I just reference this because it's run by the PC, and I think that those guys, are really great and, have a great mission, but it looks like kind of everything's out of stock here. So maybe not the best one to go to. So let's move to the next Star Wars CCG devoted store. And I have not bought anything from this. So this is SWCCG store.com. It's run by a guy named Boba Fett, not the bounty hunter, just that's his handle. He also has a pretty robust eBay store. I cannot say I've bought anything from this, but I've heard from some folks that he is a little slow to ship. Take that for what you will. But the one thing I do like about this is he has some pre-made decks on here. So he looks like he has singles, some complete sets, maybe some sealed. Let's see what he has in sealed. I mean, these are pretty aggressive prices, but once again, convenience. You can just buy, a Theed Palace box for $2,000. That's probably a little higher than I would pay, to be honest. But he has, some stuff up here. So some sealed, some singles, some complete sets. Let's look at these. So you got some, you do have things for sale here. So this is actually, I think, less than an eBay price for one of these Dagobah complete sets. So the one thing I do like about these is that he makes these sort of custom theme decks, which I think are great for new players. Are they great from a value standpoint? Probably not. But if you just wanted to put together 2 decks to battle with your friends, so this is It's a Trap, which is $120. So think of this as the cost of a new board game, a big one, Gloomhaven, let's say. And it's going to give you 120 cards, 60 Rebel, 60 Imperial theme deck. Focuses on the Rebels' desperate attempt to destroy the incomplete Death Star. So if you kind of just want to play around with friends, then maybe this is a good option rather than collecting singles. Like I said, I have no relationship to this store. I don't know. But I hear a lot of people wonder, how do I get started? And these are definitely not a good value as far as the cards included, but maybe it's a decent entry point, and from there you can kind of build out. So these are just all thoughts. Let's see what his complete deck list is. So he does list out what is in the decks, which is kind of nice. So you get a Vader, you get a Son of Skywalker. So these are sort of intended to sort of duel each other, and I'm sure you could kind of take them, and once you get a hang of the game, you can also build other stuff. And then the last thing I want to share, but before I do that, actually, I want to show you guys SKump. So folks that don't know anything about Star Wars, this is a tremendous website. So any card you're thinking about, like Vader, so this has the card right there, and it has suggested combos. It has sort of matching, like Vader's custom tie, matching weapons. So this website, which is scump.starwarsccg.org, is really great for new folks that are like, how do I even start thinking about this game, about card combos? So this is just a great resource, and it's completely free. So you can kind of see all the different Vaders. Lord Vader, this is probably one of my favorites. So they have some suggested combos. These are very basic, but this is a great website. Maybe you grab a couple decks from a different website and you build off of this, and you kind of see what else is out there. So it has the V cards as well as the non-V cards. So just wanted to share that before I forgot. And then the last store I wanted to show, this is a new store. So when you're talking about dead card games, there's not many new things that come out. And so I have not ordered anything from here, but it seems like they have some pretty good stuff. I like this sort of kind of alternative art here. So it looks like they have singles for sale, and these are priced, just glancing at it, it feels like they're priced, pretty, competitively, let's say. So looks like they have singles. I don't know if they have any sealed. So let's see what else they have here. Reflections 3 premiums. So yeah, this is like, maybe roughly in line with eBay, maybe a little bit more, but so they do have some sets as well, and then singles. So they have foils. These, yeah, I just do like these art. I think they did a nice job here. Tournament foils. Let's see what they have here. These are the really hard to find ones. So they do have a Corellian Corvette for $800. That's a hard to find one. And these are also for sale on Wild Thing Games. So just keep that in mind. Always shop around. And then looks like they have some Japanese sets. So these are pretty hard to find. I imagine they're priced accordingly. Yeah, $1,900 for Veers. You know, I'm not going to make a judgment. That just is what it is. It looks like they have some sets. So what else here? I'm just looking. There's a search bar. So if we want to search for, let's say, Boba Fett, let's see what we get here. We just put that in, how it appears. Maybe that didn't work. So it looks like they also have singles and some sets. Let's see how the sets look. Like I said, this is a new site, so I haven't really looked at it too much. You know, I think I'm not going to make a judgment on prices or anything. People can price things however they want in their own store, but, you know, this is what it is. So just to kind of give you guys a sense, there's sets for sale. So you can also always find sets, complete sets on eBay, and a couple of these other stores might sell them. So always shop around. So this is the Reflections 3 set that's pretty sought after, I think, by folks. So just showing that. Looks like they also have a sell if you wanted to sell your cards. So I'll let you guys peruse this, and the website is SWCCGcards.com. So little little difficult sometimes. SWCCG store cards. So this one's SWCCG store. And I have not ordered from either of these, so I can't attest to a good or bad experience. The only one I've actually ever bought from is eBay and Category 1 games, and then Wild Thing games. And I've had good experiences with all three of those. Obviously, eBay is eBay. So I've talked a lot, but I hope that gives everybody a good overview of how to start collecting this stuff, where to find it, what resources are available. It is a dead game, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't a huge print run on all of this, and there isn't good deals and collections and diamonds in the rough for you guys to find. I personally think that eBay has the most of those. I feel like I've gotten some really good deals just by looking around on eBay, and I would encourage you guys to do the same. This is, for example, a good deal at this moment, but it has, you know, 8 bids and 2 days left. So happy hunting, everybody. I'm happy to answer more questions, but hopefully this video was helpful for folks and can help some of our new collectors navigate the somewhat confusing world of collecting a dead card game. All right, bye-bye.